And lastly, we are going to get into Tay Diggs, man. Tay
No,
Diggs is
Tyrese.
sounding off.
Tyrese.
Oh,
Tyrese.
I said Tay Diggs. That was the last comp.
Mm,
That was two topics ago. My bad.
not real good.
Tyrese is sounding off because he is going through it as his wife continues to try to extract him for resources
Damn.
in the aftermath of their divorce, even though they had a prenuptial agreement. So Tyrese recently is responding to comments that his now ex-wife made uh, in terms of how she would have approached her marriage to Tyrese differently if she had had different voices in her ear. And Tyrese is calling cap on that. And so
Mm-mm.
we are going to, of course, listen to her comments, and then we are going to listen to what Tyrese had to say in response. So sad state of affairs with this, man. But here we go. So unfortunate. We've talked about Tyrese on this channel before, so this will be a continuation of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on now, Tyrese got a point on this one.
The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision.
Look, man, I was name is Patricia Randolph. Issues at the time. You are marriage, $1,000 a year out chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and fucked up marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called Love Transaction if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is about money. You've hired 3 law firms trying to fucking suck me dry. I'm approaching $1 million in legal fees, and we had a prenup. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly, and I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox. Everything about the way you left me was heartless. It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child. She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sit these fucking lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony. Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup. And it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired a fucking attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I gave it to you. You want more.
Whoa. Damn.
Sad.
I kind of believed her. I was watching that. I was like, oh, she remorseful, y'all. Hey, man, she ready to go back. Tyrese was like, you know what I'm saying? Hold my beer. So, man, he knows her best, right? He dealt with her long enough for her, to know her games. So, he feels like, yeah, this is all a lie. I will have to take his word for it. I believe him. Why? So she's playing a few games here. It sounds like he said that she tried to get back, and all this other stuff, but at the same time, still trying to take money out, beyond the prenup stuff. So much so that he has, over $1 million in lawyers' fees. So, she's coming hard for something. So if there was really love, like he said, you wouldn't be going through all of these measures to get all this extra money. So how can I believe what you're saying on this podcast, whatever this is? How can I believe that statement when we're actively still in court, when you're still trying to take my money? So this has to be a game that you're using for those other women out there that may empathize with your side of the story. So, kudos to Tyrese for calling this stuff out. He seemed to have, this whole situation seemed to have woken him up, from the last topic that we covered with him. He seemed to be in this space of living in reality. So for him still being in a state of reality after this little thing that she had to say, I commend him again, man. I feel like he's handling this. He's a celebrity, so all this going, all their dirty laundry will be on air. Everybody's gonna know about it. So as far as him handling this, I give him a pat on the back, man. I'm down for all of this stuff. And yeah, lady, if you really feel that way about bruh, get off his back. But she ain't gonna do that because she needs the stacks. So how about you, bro? How do you feel about this situation? You feel like Tyrese has a point here, or do you think this woman is really remorseful and really wants to get back with her boo?
She's
Go ahead.
no. What were we gonna say?
Or man, you could tackle the other angle about her, her even, what I'm saying, her homegirls just getting in her ear and throwing her off base.
Yeah, I don't. I think that this is just crap. If you had different people in your ear, you would have made a different decision. Like this is kind of related to the Tay Diggs topic. Like it sounds like it reeks of identity crisis. Like what is it with these people making all of these excuses for why things went the way they went? They went the way they went because you don't know who you are. So I don't care who's in my ear. If I know that I want to be with this person, nothing is going to smoke me out of that hole.
Right.
So I'm calling complete and utter cap on that crap. She's ridiculous. I think now she's trying to play the sympathetic angle because when it comes to these types of situations, it's easier for women to succeed as the sympathetic figure more than it is for men. Not that men can't succeed in portraying themselves as the sympathetic figure. It's just easier for women to pull it off because whenever a relationship ends and it ends poorly, a woman is never sort of looked at as the culprit for it unless it's so blatantly obvious. Anytime there's a situation with irreconcilable differences or anything like that, it's always what he did or didn't do and how he did her wrong and how he contributed to it ending and all of this kind of stuff. So, she's employing this sympathetic tactic to try and make herself look like the sympathetic figure to curry favor in the eye of public opinion because she knows otherwise she's looking badly, trying to extort him for money
Basically.
despite the fact that they had a prenup which dictated that there was no terms of alimony.
Mm-hmm.
What are we even talking about? I don't get it. What are you trying to overturn here? I don't know what we're talking about. But here's what I'll say to Tyrese, man. I feel bad that he's going through this. He's never been shy about expressing how he feels about certain things. If you'll remember several years ago, I think it was 2017,
That was great.
was going off, making the previous situation he was going through with the mother of his kids and how she was trying to keep his kid from him and so on and so forth. And they were going through a huge custody situation and whatnot. So Tyrese isn't afraid about going public with things when he believes that he is in the right. And so I hear him on that. However, and to me, this is less about Tyrese and it's just more about the current state of affairs. I've lamented this before on this channel in the past. If she's a bartender, if she does bottle service at nightclubs, if she's a high-end cocktail waitress at a place that is frequented by athletes and entertainers and rich men, if she has hundreds of thousands of followers on her social media page because she posts a lot of content where she shows off how good she looks, if she's a quote unquote influencer.
Nah, bro, keep preaching, bro. Keep preaching right now. I feel like saying amen like 5 minutes ago.
Like, hey, listen, guys, we have to do a better job with being disciplined when it comes to how we choose these women. It's
Yeah.
not all their fault. Part of this blame needs to be levied at Tyrese's feet here.
Mhm.
Um, this chick was a bartender. Apparently, she does real estate on the side, or maybe that is her main profession. Nevertheless, there was another point in the video where he said he said she makes 160K a year. Furthermore, not only does she make 160K a year, but he also talked about how he's not even going to mention who she started dating after they got divorced.
Mhm.
I read that as she started dating somebody else in the entertainment or in the entertainment industry,
Mhm.
some other high profile guy, whether it's sports, entertainment, a rapper, whatever, some
Mhm.
guy like that. So she's cut from that cloth. She's built like that.
Mhm.
Okay, she's also a mixologist, which is a glorified way of saying she's a bartender. And she was a bartender in high-end places frequented by people who are of the same ilk as whoever it was that she was dating after they stopped being together.
Mhm.
Guys, you got to read the tea leaves on this stuff. These women are who they are. She she worked as a bartender. She served drinks at a popular club in a popular city. She has a lot. She has 100,000 followers on Instagram. She gets DM by NBA players, NFL players, rappers. She serves drinks. She's a cocktail waitress, bottle service girl. She's a DJ. Any of this stuff, don't date them. Don't get married to them because you're asking for a world of hurt in the long run. Just don't do it. Save yourself the trouble because for every success story in this regard, there's hundreds of more stories of failures and how the situation didn't work out. She, by all intents and purposes, is of the Brittany Renner ilk. She's of the basketball wives ilk. Real housewives of how whatever the hell. You know, the show on Netflix where the chick who's with Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, and she has her real estate company. Stay away from
Amen.
these chicks, man. I'm just saying, like, we have to do a better job as men of making more disciplined, sound decisions when it comes to these women. I'm not saying don't do, it just there is a place in which they deserve to reside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marriage is not one of them. Marriage is not one of those places. Getting them pregnant is not one of those places. Because though this is the same succubus who feels as though despite the existence of a prenuptial agreement, she's still entitled to certain things.
Mhm.
And well, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with stuff like that. So I feel for Tyrese, but it's another referendum on dudes needing to make better decisions.
Yep. Nah, 1,000, man. So, best of luck to him. It sounds like he's in a space, like I said again, where he's in as much emotional control about this as he could. He's not overly devastated. He's not trying to simp back. He's in a situation where he sees where he's at. He knows who he's dealing with at this point. Hopefully, like you said, man, people, we can use this as a cautionary tale, as you mentioned, man, to just make sure you know where you fishing at, know where you picked her up at, and treat her accordingly, bro.
Yes.
And if you caught this having fun, and she's a have fun person, just have fun with her, and don't take that fun home. But I know that's easier said than done for a lot of cats, but don't say nobody warned you. Don't say nobody warned you, man. So best of luck to you, Tyrese, man. Best of luck to you, bro.
Yeah, indeed, man. Sucks that he's going through that, but hey, man, there's too many of us. We gotta stop being slaves to vagina, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because they're winning out because of stuff like this. But what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do other than say that we are going to close out tonight's stream on that note? JV wins, Dogon SS. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Conscious Approach channel on YouTube. Thank you for supporting our brand of logical content. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Hit that like button. We certainly appreciate it. Let us know what you think about the commentary in this or any other video that we publish to this channel. We certainly appreciate it. Follow the Facebook page as well if you happen to catch wind of any videos over on that side. Be on the lookout for Conscious Approach wherever you receive your podcast fix. So, we're trying to make ourselves available in all different sorts of places. So be on the lookout for that. Until the next time, we'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. And the name is Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube at Dogon SS. And I'm also over there on TikToks, but I ain't making no posters. But you can find me over there at Dogon_SS as well. And DraftKings, man. Nobody send me no invite. What, you scared, bro? Send me one over there, man. Dogon_SS as well. Hey, if you anywhere, Dogon_SS. And as I say on every part, guys, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until next time, everybody, we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Skirt, go Canes.
That's right. Go Florida State. Good win against Duke. Looking forward to the next round. Can't wait to see what we're going to do. NBA season kicks off tonight. Great stuff. The Denver Nuggets are currently beating the Lakers, much to my delight. So I appreciate that as well. But until the next time, man, we'll see y'all later. We are out. Peace.
Skirt. Go Canes.